It's your boy Eclipse. As always, I'm here with my brother Mike, and like we tell y'all every week, thank you for the love, the support, the shares, the likes, all the feedback and stuff y'all been giving us, man. We on episode 4 now. As we told y'all last week, we finna get into the stuff now, so be prepared. I'm gonna hop right in, man. I'm happy this week because I finally started my vinyl collection. I've been telling everybody I was gonna get into collecting vinyls and stuff, really to so really to support artists, man. You know how it is with streaming. You gotta stream something about 1,000 million times for them to get the same support they'll get if you just go buy an album or vinyl once. So I started my vinyl collection. Oh man, I went crazy. I woke up what Friday morning. I was just gonna get one of them because I got 5 big crib mixtape vinyls coming. I had Lil Sam's her new album, Cyrock, her album from last year on the Sharecropper's Daughter coming. So I'm like, I'm just gonna pick up one of them. I saw they had Lauren Hill the score, the Fuji's the score at Target. So I went and got that. Next thing I know, I'm getting home with about 16 of them. So man, I'm gonna show y'all a little bit of what I got, man. Show y'all a little bit of what I got, man. Man, it's a collection. This joint just came this morning. You know, Cameron about one of my favorite all time classic. Cameron come home with me. Hey ma, old boy, all them joints. New York with Hova. Y'all know. You see this joint, you gotta get this joint anytime you see that Michael Jackson. You see Michael Jackson, you might as well cop that Purple Rain while you let it. You feel me?
Man, going
And
crazy.
hip hop, but it's about one of the greatest albums, period, of all time. That's what's going on. That Marvin Gaye. And this one of my favorite artists, any genre. That Jimi Hendrix. You can't go home wrong with the Jimmy. If we're gonna be honest, this my person, man. Him and Ye like tied for my favorite, who I think the greatest artist in general all time. I sent all these to Mike already. He been seen them, but this the one it wasn't even a hip hop caught his attention. It was this joint right here,
Miles Davis.
Miles
Yep.
Davis. If you
My
know, you
pops put me
know,
on.
bro. Miles Davis, amazing, bro. The greatest musician ever, bro. Um, I love those. Shout out to the Rowdy Regime, all my West Coast boys. I had to get that West Coast. That Too Short. You can't go wrong with no Too Short, man. And Illmatic, bro. Illmatic is Illmatic. Top 3 hip hop albums ever to me. And this the 20th anniversary joint. So I had to.
Right.
I'm gonna skip this. I'm gonna do this one last whole time. This the one I told y'all I went out to get really, and I had to get the rest of them to score. Y'all already know, ready or not, bro. Kill Me Softly. Y'all know Lauren Hill, bro.
I'm gonna grab a few of my shit.
Man, and Feet of Clay. My boy Arrr. We gonna get into him later. We told y'all we was gonna start getting into that underground, that real rap. And Arrr, one of them dudes. So I had to Feet of Clay. This really was the one I was most surprised they had, because Arrr, bro. He like, man, how if we talk about how Kendrick and J. Cole and Drake and how everybody talk about how they the big three of kind of the mainstream, then probably like the equivalent of Kendrick in the underground. The big three in the underground probably be like Billy Woods, Quelle Chris, and you probably say Rock Marciano. So I had to get that man. If you don't know start off with Doris. You get into with Doris, then some rap songs. Everybody say that's like the greatest album ever. It's definitely up there. Some rap songs, Feet of Clay, Doris. I don't like shit. I don't go outside. Won't none of those do you wrong. And classic Kendrick. You've been talking about Kendrick, Good Kid, Mad City. Man, you can't go wrong. Sing About Me, I'm Down to Thirst. about the greatest song ever made to me. Kanye Cudi, Kids and Ghosts. You feel me? It's Kanye. I'm from Chicago. Cudi from the Midwest too. I had to. One of my favorite albums ever. 2014 Forest Hill Drive. Can't go wrong. I got the Drake Code tat, so you know what it is. Man, it won't be right if I ain't get another code off season. When we get in one of these weeks, we gonna get into the best albums of this year. This definitely a contender. Man, if y'all don't know, y'all probably don't know too much about this, but that Run of Jewels, Killer Mike LP, Run of Jewels 4 from last year. This was my, if you seen one of the articles I did on the Rowdy Regime page, Eclipxs Corner, I believe this was my pick for rap album of the year for last year. I'm like, man, Killer Mike, LP, they went crazy. LP production is always wild. It's always pushing the genre forward. Always, man, like genre bending. Killer Mike, he always conscious. He always pushing that agenda. He performed with the little baby at, I think it was the Grammys this year. He played one of the songs off that joint. Check that one out for sure. Then RIP to Pop. I had to get this joint, man. You know, I rock with Pop heavy, man. This joint and Meet the Woo, those was my joints, so I had to support. But man,
Yeah.
so
Shit, I got
let me tell you
few.
this right quick, Mike. I told you I was gonna have something that made you laugh, bro. Right? All right. So I think I told you my best friend, she got me Drogas Wave for my birthday. Ordered the Drogas Wave vinyl. You know Drogas Wave, that's Lupe. Man, Lupe, my favorite rapper. He's west side of Chicago, so it's that. I'm west side of Chicago. We both west side of Chicago. So Lupe just, you're gonna hear me talk about Lupe a lot. The greatest lyricist of all time to me. Technically just rapping. Can't nobody do it like him. Conceptually, can't nobody do it like him, man. Drogas Wave is, if you on some conceptual stuff, man, it's an amazing album. It's really a double album. Like the first half of the album, it's it's just dope. It's about the slave trade, but he do it in a way where he create his own world, kind of like where the slaves they jumped off the ship to die in the water because that was better than slavery to them. But instead of dying, he created a world where the slaves they learned to live below the surface. And so during the slave trade, they would sink all the other slave ships to free the slaves and invite them into, that below the surface world in the sea. Just dope. Then the second half of the album about rebirth, and it's just a dope story. So it was supposed to come yesterday. My best friend texted me, send me the screenshot that it's delivered. So I'm hyped. I'll go run. I'll run to the mailbox because that come home with me got delivered at the same time. So you see
Right.
right here what it say. It say Drogas Waves,
I was
right?
wait, yeah.
So man, I this the first one I bust open. I bust this joint open, right? It say boom. This not Drogas Wave, bro.
Hell no.
This not Drogas Wave, bro. This is this is Nathaniel something, bro. I see this like, what is this?
Who is this nigga?
Bro, if you look at it, they got the dude, they put Drogas Wave over the dude name, man. Over the dude name. And
You
I
got it
say,
from where she get it from though?
she got it off Amazon, bro.
They set you up.
Bro, send me clean off. Now she gotta come get it tomorrow and send it back and get the right one, bro. I'm so mad. Like I appreciated it because she got it for my birthday, so I ain't spazzed because
Yeah.
I know she did that a little. It ain't her fault they sent the wrong one. But you don't know how disappointed I was. If I ain't get come home with me, I would have been super shitty. I probably wouldn't have did the pod today because I would have been mad. But man,
Right.
that joint, man, I don't know what they own me, bro. It ain't no way you thought that was Lupe, man. They don't even look like a Lupe album cover, bro. But man,
It grimy as hell.
they on dirt with the boy. So man, what you got, Mike?
Yeah, shit. Just a few I had on hand on me, shit nearby. Other ones I got put away. You know, the Purple
So,
Rain, you know, same shit. Purple
yes,
Rain.
sir.
Had to have that one. Shit, this is just a few of my shit. Uh, Gambino, fucking
I ain't,
Awaken My Love.
I ain't listened to that joint in a
Yeah,
minute, but
just listening to this on vinyl, man,
I know.
something serious.
Cause I remember Redbone and all that when we was in college was smacking.
Redbone, man, it's so many good tracks on here. Yeah, that's one of my favorites I picked up.
For sure.
Yeah, Cuddy, one of my all-time favorites. Cuddy, Man on the Moon. Yeah, like this right here, this is my shit when I put it on.
I need
And
the
then it's
whole
got
Man of the Moon series.
the whole Man on the Moon series, man. Like this this one right here, I got both of them. Uh, I ain't got three, but I got one and two. This one right here, this one my favorite. Mojo So Dope, Marijuana, Scott Mezzacuddy versus the World, uh, Mr. Rager. Listen to man, that shit come on the vinyl, Mr. Rager. Yeah, this one
I'm
right here.
already
That's my
knowing. I'm trying to get like you. I gotta catch
that's
up.
that's my good kid, Mad City. You know, shit's still in the plastic, man. I ain't even opened it yet.
I don't think I'm gonna open mine.
And then the only I got Section 80. Um, I need to get Damn and uh,
Untitled, Unmastered.
I was looking at Untitled Unmasters. At they got it at the shop. I was thinking about grabbing it, but I need to get To Pimp a Butterfly, man. That's the one I gotta get because I know that shit gonna hit.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, them jazz samples on the vinyl.
yeah, man,
Jesus.
Jesus. Everybody hate Jesus for some reason, man. Jesus, that's my shit. And then just look at the actual vinyl, bro.
Beautiful,
That
bro.
shit, that shit so fire.
Bro, next
Uh,
I hope my Cyrock vinyl come next week. That vinyl is so it's like a teal color. It look like one of the man, you seen Dragon Tail, like how the dragon scale look. It look like that is beautiful. I hope if it come next week. No, I don't think I want to open it. I might open it just so y'all can see how the vinyl look though, because it's beautiful.
yeah, then the one I play the most.
Man, I
This
need
the one I
that.
play the most. This why it's on hand already. Man, my beautiful. I got this shit for my birthday a couple years ago, man. That's when I knew Shorty was the one.
Oh yeah,
This shit. And
man.
then it's the collective man, got the collector's posters in here. It's the limited edition one. This
Man,
one I would ring off the most. I had to open it up. I didn't want to. I was gonna leave it untouched.
sure.
But this the one I let ring off
I,
all day long.
I might have to buy two of them my beautiful dark twisted fantasy joints because I know,
That's what I might end up doing. Go grab another one
yeah,
because
just leave that one in a plastic.
this one got it's 3 discs. This shit, man, right here.
I know it sounds beautiful, man.
That's the one I just got to ring off most. Then I got some Queen, they greatest hits.
But which
Uh,
Kanye song? Which Kanye song is "Can I Get Much Higher"? That's off my beautiful dark twisted fantasy. While I'm thinking about another album.
uh, you
Can I
said,
get much higher? Hmm.
oh no, that's on here.
I
Yeah,
feel
that's
like
on.
that ring off so dirty on the vinyl, like it just
Yeah,
sounds beautiful. I need to
that's
hear
good.
Devil
That's
in a
on
new
here.
dress.
That was him and was Cuddy on that one? Higher.
Yeah, can I get my
No,
higher?
no, 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 that's not. That's yeah, that's that's the intro, ain't it?
Yeah, I think
That's
so.
the intro. That's Nicki Minaj come on the intro.
Yeah,
That's
I
damn.
knew I wasn't tweaking.
How come I can't think of the song name though? Uh, God damn. I want to say it's Twisted Fantasy. What is it called? Twisted Fantasy?
That might, yeah, it's Twisted Fantasy.
No, Dark Fantasy. Dark Fantasy.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the intro. That shit come on.
bro.
'Cause that's how the album start off. Her, you might not peep the scene. The real one's far to me. The
Yeah.
watch down one, the one you know, made up centuries ago. Yeah, that shit go off, and then it start. Man, that shit start up, and then it's just from there.
Bro, I know, cause then it's that
Only
other
only
joint.
bad the only bad thing is that you gotta switch it. You gotta switch the vinyls because it's three.
Yeah.
You gotta switch them in between, but man, that shit rings off
What's that
so
other joint? It's the
crazy.
one track that started with the little, like a little bell dinging. Mm, man, I just got it.
Runaway,
Yeah, I got to hear all that on the vinyl, bro.
yeah, Runaway go crazy on that.
Bro, I know, man.
There's a few I'm like, I don't really need to hear. I don't really need to hear all of the lights when it come on,
I
but
need to hear all of it, bro. I need to hear
but
all of it.
but when they go on, and then you got Blame Game come on, and yeah, that's my shit. That's my shit right there.
Bro,
That's my
man.
favorite Kanye album. Well, other
Yes.
than other than Graduation, got this 1A 1B.
That's gradual. My beautiful dark twisted fantasy. That might be what I think is best. If it's not my favorite, it's the second. But graduation probably my favorite too. I don't know. It's just it might not be the best production. It's just my favorite production of all his albums. Like stronger, all that to me is still that beat is so futuristic to me, bro. To this day, it still sounds futuristic, and we like 10 years past when it was released.
That's that's the biggest thing I credit Kanye for changing his sound. Just the his ear for music.
Nah, for sure. No matter what, he don't never sound dated. Even his old stuff, he never sound dated. That's why I appreciate that because I'm in my head, I'm listening to Stronger, and this was released like 10 years ago, and it
Yeah,
don't sound dated even 10 years after it was released.
the from each album you could see he trying something new. Is the difference in the music, the sound, just from like even when he dropped The Life of Pablo. I remember hearing that shit, man. I was like, my God.
For sure, no. Man, this is crazy, man. Oh, I had to start somewhere, man. I saw the first ones I picked. My first vinyls, I'm still waiting for those. Those was the big Crip bundle when he released all his mixtapes for streaming. I had to cop that bundle, but those ain't coming. He say 4 5 months is when they might get sent out. So that might not come till January. So I just needed something in the meantime.
Right.
And I went to I was at Walmart and I saw the first two I got. I saw Kids See Ghosts in Forest Hill Drive. Then once you buy that, I tell you, if you want to get into vinyls, once you buy that first one,
Oh, it's
it's
an
an
addiction,
addiction.
man.
You
It's
just gonna
the
keep. Bro, I tell you, when I went to get the score, I was at Target. I woke up at 7 o'clock to go to Target to get that joint. I ended up buying like 8 more. I look at the Best Buy because I'm trying to buy a record player now, and I see they got I see they got I see they got 36 chambers. They only got one left. Mind you, it's 8 o'clock.
yeah.
Best Buy don't open till 10. Bro, I know I ain't that geeked where I'm finna sit in my car for 2 hours and wait for
Right.
this vinyl. I ain't never that geek, bro. I go to my car, I sit there for like 5 minutes looking at Best Buy from across the parking lot. I say, man, Pulled over there, sat there for 2 hours, just waiting for it to open. Got in there to get on 36 chambers. I ordered it so it could be ready because I'm not finna risk getting in there and somebody grab it or somebody order it already. So
Right.
I'm like, let me go look at the other vinyls and I saw all the rest of those. And man, it's a once you buy that first vinyl, it's you you going down a rabbit hole for real,
Right. I
man,
got a bunch of them in my cart and shit on Amazon. But
bro.
your story got me like, man, if I
But
go
I
buy,
mean, come home with me was legit, bro. Let me go to my Amazon right now. I'll show you how ridiculous this is, bro. They don't show none of my stuff. They show my address a little bit. Let me cover that up. Y'all might be on it, bro. Look at that card, bro. You see the number? It's about $700 worth.
shit,
746. It's 22 vinyls in my cart right now. I ain't that I won't. If I was to cash out right now, that's 746 before tax. It's
right?
it's ridiculous, man.
Yeah,
Um,
it's a couple of them, man. I was looking
yeah,
at on Amazon though.
bro. Yeah, I got it. I mean, just to read off a couple, I got Atrocity Exhibition. I got my beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasies 3 LP in there. Speaker box. It's out of stock right now, but they finna restock. I got the Notorious Kim, Astro World. Please excuse me for being antisocial. Roddy Rich, my boy. I got damn that joint forest green correct fluorescent on color. That joint costs 90. Long live ASAP, Baduism, Black Sunday, Cypress Hill. That's some OG stuff. To Pimp a Butterfly. To Pimp a Butterfly. This joint going for 23 right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find that shit and get it, man.
DiCaprio 2, that JID, Burden of Proof, Benny, Wu Tang, Forever, Slim Shady LP, Pinata, Straight Out of Compton, The Infamous, bro, Big Picture by Big L, AT Aliens, man, The Wizard by Future. There's so many I need, bro. But
I got Return to the 36 Chambers and
yes, sir.
I got
That's
fucking
that's that that's that ODB, ain't it?
yeah. I got Only Built
Cuban
for
Links.
Cuban
I
Links,
need that.
Raekwon.
I need it.
Yeah, that one 41.
Purple tape. If you don't know about the purple tape, man,
Yeah,
we gonna tell them about it though. But man,
it's it's a couple vinyls, man. I gotta have a
yeah.
couple of them. I gotta.
You got any more you was gonna show the people though?
I love the rest of them. They put away
Oh
and shit.
man, well, while we talking about vinyls, we might as well, man. I had to cop this joint into the Wu Tang 36 Chambers, bro.
Yeah,
This lead right into what we was gonna talk about too, cause man, if you know the Wu, you know Wednesday night season 2 of the Wu Tang the American Saga just came out. So you know this
yeah.
that season it's all about the making of into the Wu Tang 36 Chambers. So man, the first 3 episodes dropped. You know, I had to rush watch them, bro. I had to work the next day. I'm up at night watching. I finished the first episode and halfway through the second one. I went to work watched on the half of the second one and the third one on both of my breaks, man. I was geeked. But man, just to get into that, man, if you watch season 1, you know how it is. That was just them meeting each other, man. You know the story revolve around Bobby. That's the RZA. Um, probably the greatest producer of all time. One of the
Oh,
GOAT
yeah,
producers.
definitely.
You can't, man.
Just
Then
seeing, just seeing how it's all coming
for
together and
sure.
shit. Like even though they said, it's not directly on par or
Yeah,
nothing like
cause you
that.
know how they
Like
gotta do. They gotta jazz it up a little
yeah,
bit for TV. Then come on,
yeah.
man. They street
But
dudes. You
just
can't
watching it, yeah, just watching it coming all together though, man.
for sure.
It's definitely I can't wait for episode 4 because they finna get into the shit.
Yeah, and it
The episode 3, everybody writing their fucking verses and shit, and it's like they don't even know what RZA got in store for them.
for sure.
He got all the beats already
And
shit
that's
down packed with their names on them.
what I really like about it is even from the first season, you start seeing them you start seeing them some of the verses they spitting, or you start seeing them write certain verses. And if you really rock with the Wu and you listen to Liquid Swords, Only Built for Cuban Links, Iron Man,
Yeah,
Supreme Clientele, 36 Chambers, Return to 36 Chambers, if you listen to all those albums, the rhymes they be kicking sometimes, those you see them like starring the verses for iconic songs they did, and they doing it as they just writing. But as fans that I've heard, it's like I'm
oh
geek
yeah,
because I'm like, yo, he writing a verse for so and so right now. Or when
hmm
they was in season 2, when they was talking about, I think it was the first episode when they was talking about you God, and they was like, yeah, you God, he get bricks from Bolivia. And
yeah,
that's a line, that's one of his most iconic lines that he ever said.
yep.
I think Meth was writing a verse for
He
um
was writing his verse for Method Man.
yeah, off
Yeah,
36 Chambers. That he was one of the
yeah,
only people who got a solo joint on there, that METHOD, man. That
yeah.
what he
He
was
was
writing about the I forgot the
Sam,
line. The
Sam Money.
peanut butter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
peanut. Yeah, all that shit leading up.
That that give me geek.
Yeah, and then you seen it. I'm mad as hell they switched Inspector Deck, bro. What the
Uh,
fuck? What happened to Joey? I kept seeing this
he
man. I was like, ain't no way, because I heard he wrote his name on the wall and shit. Inspector.
yeah.
They kept on talking to him and shit. I'm like, hold up, this confusing as hell. That ain't no damn Joey
Bro,
Badass.
I
What the
think
fuck he
Joy,
at?
he just he just got so much going on because he was doing the
Yeah,
Netflix show, and then they cast him and Kanan, and it probably is just a bigger role. So they just
right.
they just respected it. Like, I understand you doing what's best for your career. So we just gonna, you feel me? We gonna get somebody in who could get that role all they got.
Yeah, but he's still the new dude. He's doing pretty good though.
No, for
He
sure.
went to jail and shit. He was writing fucking he's writing cream the lyrics from cream and shit on the wall.
Yeah.
He was getting his bars off and shit. I was like, okay,
Nah, man,
like
I'm geek. You see, now we see Ghost. He finally really getting into it. Like, he finna take it serious. Like, man, I got mouth to feed. You see,
yeah,
he moved back to Staten Island from Ohio.
yeah.
So
His girl told him, go ahead, get
yeah,
started, take this
pursue
shit
it, bro.
serious.
And
His little brothers, they every time they on the screen, they funny as shit though.
bro,
His
yeah,
little brothers.
he say, how you know? He say, man, I be in these streets, man.
He said, yeah, I got my ear in the streets, nigga.
Yeah. Oh, bro,
Nigga,
he say,
they too funny.
bro, his little homie, yeah, Darius, he hilarious, bro. That little nigga hilarious, man. But it's hype, bro. Cause when you get into him, especially what got me hyped was seeing RZA, he making them beats. And
Yeah,
for
in the
everybody, you got
basement.
everybody name on the cassettes, the tapes. And that's dope. Cause if you know how Wu Tang came, he had a plan, which is why he the leader of the joint. He had the plan, and it was like, we gonna do this 36 chambers, and after we do 36 chambers, everybody finna eat. They did 36 chambers. If they always referred to Meth as he gonna be the star. Meth when it did T-Cal, Liquid
Yeah.
Swords for Jizza, Iron Man, and Supreme Clientele for Ghost. If you know the story, Inspector Deck had an album, and he has got washed in a it was a flood in RZA basement, and he has got destroyed in that flood. So he ain't never really, and that's one my one regret with Wu Tang. We ain't never get that Inspector Deck album in like they prime. Cause if he was really the star of 36 Chambers when
Yeah.
going crazy. And he got one of the probably the greatest peak of all time in the 90s. So to not get his verse, his album, that was crazy. But you see how he got everybody name wrote on this, even at the end where he was when he was
Uh,
writing that joint.
old dirty
Yeah,
one
he
for
like,
what
let
you
me get
call it. He
on that
wanted to
joint.
kick.
Like, nah, this
He
ain't
this
even for
ain't for
you,
you.
bro. And that's I think that joint turned into what joint did that turn into? Man, I can't even remember. I think that might have been a mystery of checks box check chess boxing or something. I forgot. But yeah, that turned into one of them joints where he had a vision. He always knew this who we need on this joint. Even saying like you got coming to fold. And it was like, yeah, RZA heard your joint. He love your style. Even seeing like how Jizza be out there. And we saw at the end of season one, that's when he made Master Killer.
Yeah,
And he's standing out there with you know, Muslims, they promote their joints and Master Killer next to him. And it's just you see how everything coming together.
yeah.
Everybody, this person got bought in by this person
And
got bought in because he was cool with Jizza. And man, it's
you see, Raekwon he changed his name and shit.
yeah. He say, nah, I ain't man, call me Raekwon. I ain't shy. You see, RZA finally changed his name. You know, I ain't Prince Hakeem no more. I'm
Yeah,
RZA. And you see, I love that part in the episode when he was talking about it, how he came together with the got his name just off the math they doing.
oh yeah, the whole episode started off he doing the alphabet,
Yeah, the
you know,
zigzag. Yeah,
each letter, and then once they got to the end, then he put his name together and shit. Yeah,
yes, man. I'm geek. Cause I know what 36 Chamber is. I know a lot of people this they first time experiencing it, seeing how it came together. So I'm just, I wanted to touch on that last week, but nah, I ain't gonna do it because I know a lot of people this how they experiencing it for the first time. So watching this season, they probably gonna go back and listen to 36 Chambers. So I wanted to hold off on covering that album until I know everybody done seen it. But man,
yeah.
it got me geek. It got me geek, man. 36. And I'm just
Yeah, 36
curious
Chambers is one of the best albums
for sure.
to ever come out, man. So shit. And then they one of the best groups you ever
Bro,
seen.
just
Some of the illest MCs,
all
man.
that talent
Some,
together, people
yeah,
don't
so
understand.
much talent.
Imagine if you threw Kendrick and Earl and J. Cole and
Just
all
a
the
bunch of, and then you could have you see old Dirty Battles. He wasn't really, he wasn't crazy with the rhymes and shit like that. He couldn't, but he brought his
the
own flair, his
style.
own flavor to the shit. And
Yeah. Like you said,
man,
it's no
imagine
why
a
they call you
bunch of
old dirty bastard, because there's no
yeah,
flavor to my style.
just too crazy. Seeing him, this nigga, he just wanted to chill, have fun and shit. He was then when he was with the girl and shit, kept trying to spit to the girl, stay with,
Man,
you know, with her homie kept her baby daddy kept trying to
yeah, that's so
get at
funny.
him and shit. Nigga smacked the gun out of oh we good. Nigga got a shotgun, man. You supposed to duck off.
Man, he
Nigga
say,
slapped the shotgun out of his hands.
bro,
Fucking shoot up in the air. Man,
that
old dirty
part.
bastard. And then the dude that's playing old dirty bastard, G, he's he's doing such a great that's one of my favorite characters in
Yeah,
the show right now because
for sure.
he is literally like living up to who he was, man.
And if I was watching an interview with RZA and I think it was RZA and Joey. They was interviewing with Angie Martinez, and they was
Yeah,
talking about it. Dirty got a everybody know Dirty got a son called Young Dirty Bastard.
yeah,
He looked just like his father, and RZA was talking about him. RZA and Old Dirty and Jizza, they blood cousins. So he was
yeah,
talking about it. His son auditioned for the part, and he said he was still a little green when it came to acting, so he didn't get the part. In as his uncle, RZA said, like I was the one to tell him, like we gonna go with this dude, but he said like we planning on doing a lot of stuff down the line. So as he get better as an actor, he might play the adult dirty or something. You feel me? Because
right.
they you never know where they gonna end it. They got so much. 36 Chambers was the beginning, but Liquid Swords and like we said, Purple Tape,
Yeah, you
36
got
Chambers,
so much content to go off of.
Wu
This
Tang
this
Forever.
could ring out for this could ring
Yeah,
out for 5, 6 seasons. And
Didn't look like
still,
where
I
they could
mean,
stop.
even if they gave everybody a season for their solo albums and shit during that time, this
For
could
sure.
ring out for a while if they really
For
wanted
sure.
to.
So I hearing that is for him, and it's just a testament to dude. Like he embodied even his song was going for the road, but the dude they got, he embodied dirty, amazing.
Right.
I rock with how
And
they,
that's saying something because fucking Ice Cube's son played him.
yeah.
Shit, like, man, if you can play my dad better than I can,
And I don't,
that's saying something.
it's respect. I think it's for him.
That's
It's
respect.
respect.
Like
I appreciate how
I
you
can't even
portraying
be
my
mad at
father.
you because like I remember what my dad was like, and if I could see that in you, man,
For sure,
that's something special.
man. I think, but you know, I love Joey's as Inspector Deck. I rock with the new dude now. I they got all the castings they did a good. Even a young dude they got for you guys sending a car. He with meth. He looked like you God.
Yeah.
And Jizza, the dude who
And then
played Jizza, is playing Jizza to a T.
yeah,
Meth,
Dave East as
yeah.
Method Man is bruh. I be hearing this man when he start talking and shit. I be like, this nigga sound just like meth,
And the
bro.
crazy part is, I think this role is helping Dave East a lot with his music. Cause
That's why I wanted Joey in here too, because
yeah,
these are real artists. These are
and
real artists. They got music out. Man, people see Joey Badass in her. He embodying fucking Inspector Deck. They like, oh shit. Let me
yeah,
go hear what like he do this. He
and
really do this,
one
man.
of the knocks about Dave East been, he was talking about in an interview like Cole really helped him out. He was in the studio with Cole when he was working on his album. And Cole was telling him, "Are you spitting? But you spin every line and everything, no matter what the subject matter is, you spin it the same. You got to put more life into it. If you can't rap about some heartfelt stuff the same way you rapping about on a pop record or a street record. You got to be able to invoke that emotion and playing this role. I think really helping them because you got to play meth. Meth being overlooked, Meth being laid off from his job, Meth seeing his man's died right in front of him
Right.
last season. And I think that's Dave East dropped the joint with Harry Fraud this year, curated by Westside Gunn. And to me, that's
Yeah.
one of his best offerings ever, if not his best, because you hear him putting like his soul in his music now. And I think this
Yeah.
role playing Meth helping him do that, man. And this man, I rock with that, bro. I rock with it.
Yeah. I can't wait to see the direction and keep going in the show.
Oh, for
Shit.
sure.
It just you a real music head, you do this shit for
Yeah.
real. This is this is something special, man.
Because
Just watching it all get put together and shit.
people don't
It's
understand what
something
the
special.
Wu means. Like you see the Wu symbol
Right.
everywhere, but because of Wu Tang, we got Capone and Noriega. We got the clips from Wu Tang. We got the locks. We got Griselda today. All that is an
Yeah.
extension of what Wu did. You hear everybody talk. Hove when he did Reasonable Doubt, he talked. The purple tape was my. That
Yeah.
was every like all these coke, these dope rap. The purple tape is like the Bible to us.
The the one thing I do love about the show, not just showing the Wu Tang. They because in the background you hearing Dre, Snoop,
Yeah,
different artists from the West Coast.
reflecting the
Ice Cube was
times.
playing in the background,
Eric B
and
and Rakim at that show, and Rakim at the
yeah,
show.
just seeing like hearing them in the background and shit, and then they incorporated them dialogue. They're like, man, who is that? Oh, that's Snoop Dre and shit, blah blah blah. And then it's like, nigga, like we gotta step our game up because the West Coast is getting love right now.
For sure.
So we gotta put New York back on the map, even though this is where it's
Birthplace. Yeah. It's the birthplace of hip hop. And you feel me? They trying to get it back. And you gotta salute it. And you see Wu Tang, not just Wu Tang becoming Wu Tang, but you see RZA becoming RZA. You see Jizza becoming Jizza. You see like
yeah,
what RZA mama told him. Don't let these dudes lead you back to where you was. Lead these men. Like you be the leader. And if that's what RZA was. Everybody in Wu Tang had they always say like we Voltron. We Voltron and because everybody play a role in us being together. You see Jizza when Old Dirty come to Jizza and ask Jizza for advice. How should I handle this? I'm in tour with this dude. If you know Wu Tang, they always refer to Jizza. He the head. He the spiritual
yeah,
head of us. He give us advice. Jizza was he the oldest. He tell everybody. He advised them how. You see, he was the first one to get the record deal. He was the first one
right,
to release an album. He was the first one to put out a song. He was the first one rapping. He kind of always giving them advice. You see, Ghost, he like the soul of it. Like he wears his heart on his sleeve. He got that emotion. When they last season and season 2 at the end when they was recording that joint I think it was Seventh Chamber. You see, they
yeah.
recorded everybody verse and this fight we got to put it out. And RZA just sitting there, nah, it's missing something. And he recorded it, sent it to Ghost because Ghost, he bring that. You
Yeah,
listen to 36 Chambers, the first verse you hear, the first voice you hear was Ghost on Bring the Ruckus. And everybody served that role. Meth, he got his own track on 36 Chamber. Why? Because you see something, Meth was the star. He had that star ability, the versatility. Like we
yeah,
said, ODB, it's no father to his style. He's just different. You see, his voice when he was in the studio and you see he was messing around. And they, bro, what is you doing? You
yeah.
wasting studio time. Like, nah, my voice an instrument. And then that's when he went in.
Mm-hmm.
Like he found it in, man, I think his influence right now. I was watching a review of Baby Keem new album with Kendrick
Yeah.
that joint, and they was talking about how Kendrick, top of the morning, top of the
Top of the
morning.
morning. Top of the
And you
morning.
see stuff like that. That's like a branch of what Old Dirty did. It wasn't always conventional. He'll plug something in there, and it's just different. Like it catch attention, and you see that stuff, man. Wu Tang, they influences everywhere, man.
Oh yeah. This is something special. And I advise everybody go check it out. If y'all ain't seen it, watch season one, watch
Yeah,
season two. Season two still is still playing out. So you got time to watch season one, binge it, and then come right into season two. This shit is
oh
it's greatness.
man, you got a favorite Wu member?
My favorite is it's gotta be Inspector Deck.
For
Like
sure. You can't hate
lyrically, fucking just his rhyme scheme, lyrically, just
for sure.
when it comes to real, just spit, like he reminds me of he reminds me of somebody like Joey Badass. If you listen to 1999, bro, from
Yeah,
Joey Badass, like that's the type of shit. Like I be doubling times, was trying, putting pieces together and shit like that. Inspector Deck give me all of that. But if I had to, like, a close second is Old Dirty Bastard.
for sure.
Just this nigga is so funny. Like his songs is unorthodox. His music,
He
his
was just
verses.
unapologetically who he was.
Yeah, it's just him being him on the like, and they don't even care. Is the fact that they don't even care about that, dude.
Yeah, man.
So like, even him and they had the songs together. Him and Buster, Wuha and shit like that. Like
Yeah,
that shit, it just naturally go together. The way Buster is when he first started the shit, unorthodox, and him and Old Dirty Bastard went together.
I can't,
Super crazy.
man. If I had to pick a favorite, everybody know, bro. I'm gonna say Jizzy. I tell people all the time, Jizza is, if I say Lupe the greatest lyricist of all time, Jizza probably second or third to me. And I think Jizza set the blueprint for a lot of dudes like Lupe and stuff. Liquid Swords, I need that on a vinyl ASAP because that's one of my favorite
Yeah,
albums of all time. That's one of the greatest top five albums of all time to me. Jizza, he was just like I say, he was the first to go. He was cold with it. He ain't the most vocal person, but at the same time, he the leader. And
right,
he already that's the person I most identify with at the same time. Him and Inspector Deck, they similar in a lot of ways. They more so like I'm gonna sit back, I'm gonna watch everything, but at the same time, I'm gonna say what I gotta say. And when I do say something, you feel me, it's
right.
gonna be impactful. And Jizza, if I have to second, it'll probably, and that's hard. I don't know who to go with. Cause I love Dirty. I probably go with Ghost, probably my second favorite. He got if you Ghost, he not the sharpest in Wu Tang lyrically. He not the best rapper, but Ghost had the greatest career out of any Wu Tang
Oh
member.
yeah, he the most consistent out of all of
Bro,
them.
he's probably like 20 albums in, and I don't think he ever missed. He just,
The amount of pen to paper he could do, man.
bro,
Just
it don't
lyrics
matter
on lyrics.
who, whether it
Yeah.
was with Wu, whether it was New God Flow 1 with Kanye and Push, he got joints with
Hmm.
Griselda. I think he got a joint with Miley Cyrus. Like,
He just everywhere, man.
yeah, if he rock with it, he found that ability. How we was talking kind of last week, he he do him. He ain't gonna let you take him all the way out his comfort zone. He gonna try to innovate, try to be different, but he gonna still give you him and just the energy he had. You watching the show like he willing to ride for his family. It's love with his family. He gonna get everybody he love his all. He's snapping. You feel me? And he confident, bro. Man, I rock with it. That's yeah. He probably my second one, man. But it's really nobody in Wu that I don't love, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You can't just you can't. You can have your favorites. Everybody got their favorites and shit like that, but you can't love them together collectively, man.
And because I mean, they all had times where and you see the competitiveness. Like I said, that session when they was out recording, and after Inspector Deck and Jizza, Meth ball his paper. I gotta go again. I gotta write something else.
Right.
It's the competitiveness. Everybody had that song where they won. They out rapped the other dudes, and it's competition. They pushing each other, man. And that's kind of why you love the Woo, man. That's kind of why you love the Woo, man. And if we could speaking of the Woo, um that boy Common went on LA Leakers and
Oh, so
some
shit
Wu
up.
Tang beats. Body some
Hmm.
Wu Tang beats, man. In preparation for a Black Revolution 2, went on LA Leakers and bombed it. Went crazy. Nate Palm and beats. He had to shout out the Wu after doing a beat like that, man. And I'm happy to see it because Common, he one of the goats. He got bars. He ain't just
Hell yeah.
a lot of people see him as activist Common, the conscious man. Common got bars. Common the street dude with bars before he got into his activist bag and his black empowerment. He was rapping with I keep telling people Pharaoh Monch and you feel me, Biz Markie, all those dudes. You feel me, Buster, the Woo. He was rapping with all of them, bro. And man, I'm
Yeah.
happy to see him go out there and remind people like I'm one of the goats of this too. Don't think because
Yeah.
I'm in movies and stuff now that I can't still go.
His LA Leakers freestyle, it was different. It man. just giving a piece of him is the act, all of that shit, man.
For sure.
Everything that he stand for was placed on display.
For sure. And you see how he say, man, he has some lines in there that I rock with. What he say? I bear arms like Justin Fields, bro. He has some lines in there, man. Man, he has some, I can't think of all of them, bro. He has some lines in there though. That I tweeted a couple of them. Let me go see what he said. I remember I tweeted a couple of them just because, man, Common had to show you what he could do, bro. He had to show you what he could do. And I mean, like he said at the end, I appreciate LA Leakers for the platform they get. Just rappers, the King Loses and
Yeah,
Daylights and stuff who just people who just want to come up there and bar out. They got
that's
that
I'm
platform.
gonna yeah I'm gonna get on. I'm gonna touch on that too because man, but we gotta give Common his shine.
For sure. Always.
'Cause it's been a couple LA Leafers that man they tore shit up, and for him to get on there, and
Mhm.
if you even seen a few of them in the last in the last year or so, you like, man, I gotta go up against some of that shit.
Man, who yo?
And
You got a favorite
one of my like I got a
or a top
few.
five? Yeah, just a couple of them. I know it's hard to pick.
I ain't gonna put them in order.
Oh, for sure.
Daylight.
They like, yeah, he went
Daylight
crazy.
went fucking
They
insane on
like different
this
though.
album. It like just him. It was a lot of aspects that made me him being in my top five LA Leakers.
For sure.
Him being a battle rapper. And I know you look at battle rappers, you can look at them in the same as you know, it's just delivery and different. They got how the punchlines and delivery different than just rapping on the beat. But him coming in there and going crazy, going nuts.
No,
So
for
he
sure.
definitely made my top five. That line when you know he was talking about Nicki being fake and don't just go to the club dancing on the he said Bacardi, but he meant Cardi B and
Yeah.
shit. And then he shouted out Rhapsody and shit like
Yeah.
pushing the agenda. Yeah, real women rap. Like not saying that Cardi
Nah,
and
it's a
Nicki
lane for
ain't real
everybody
women
for
rap,
sure.
but like people always say, "Oh, these women rappers are trash." Blah blah. You got people like no shade to her, but like she's still learning. Sweetie, she's still
Yeah.
learning the game and shit like that. And then you got the other people that's just filler, like Coil Ray, a couple other people who just out there being cute, doing. They probably got a little bit of passion for it or
Nah, for
hobby,
sure.
but they just out there, just making noise. They got label support and different shit behind them that's pushing them to the forefront of mainstream. But you got people like No Name, fucking Chica,
Man.
Rhapsody.
Cyrock.
Man,
Shay
it's so
Noah.
many. Yeah, Tommy Diamonds.
Man, you could
Man,
keep going.
the
Love the
list
genius.
goes on and on. Shay Noir,
Lil
fucking
Sims.
Armani C's. It's
Yeah.
so many. There's so many women out there that
Jean
got
Grey.
straight bars, bro. They could give you that shit for 120 bars right off the bat,
For sure.
and they talking about some real shit. This ain't the poppy shit. This ain't the shit that's gonna ring off in the club. This is real bars. So that's another plus for Daylight. Um, anytime Westside Boogie, any freestyle, it don't matter what it is. LA Leafs
Oh, for sure.
his his sway in the morning, fucking freestyle, man. Westside Boogie. If y'all don't know who Westside Boogie is, man, y'all missing out. But his shit, he had two of them on there on LA Leakers, but his shit go hard. His wordplay, fucking, just how he do it so effortlessly, man.
for sure.
Um, it was Zelda went on there about 2 years ago. It was
True.
Benny Conway and Rick Hyde. Fucking Conway. He bought man. I would say whatever y'all want. He bodied them niggas,
Oh,
man. I,
is that the
even
joint
at the end,
with the battle rapper joint? So that was another freestyle where he was going at the battle
um,
rappers.
no, that was the battle rapper was a different
For
one.
sure, for sure.
This was the one where he was like, your favorite rapper. I slap him, spin his hair, backwards, and then I turn it backwards. The shit, that
Yeah.
shit. He that was all three of them. And then even Rick Hot at the end, Rick Hot was like, man, this nigga Conway, because he went last. Then his shit
Yeah.
was the longest. He was like, this nigga Conway just went crazy.
Oh man, man,
Yeah. And then who else I got? Fucking Royce. Royce, his shit.
bro.
His last one that he did.
Yeah,
Oh
you
my
took my man's. That
crap.
definitely who I was finna say.
That nigga, he make my alien list, bro.
He an alien.
He make my alien list. That nigga,
He at least
his
top 7 lyricists all time for me,
bruh, Royce, Royce shit went
bro.
stupid, bro.
Philosophical. He said what he said. Some philosophical syllable seamstress. Speaking of the biblical Fibonacci sequence, I say, that's what I say. He like the greatest rhymer. Just them internal rhyme schemes. He dirty with it. Then he had that Shannon Sharp line like edit talk skip 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 skip. Man, this bitch sound like Shannon Sharp. I say that man, how he fused them internal rhyme schemes, bro, multi-syllable rhyme schemes. Then he hit you with that punchline. It's just
Yeah,
man, he got
and
in a
then
bag in that freestyle where he just left Earth.
it's a I could name off a few. J. Cole, his shit went a couple months ago. His shit was good,
Yeah,
but Corday shit was good.
yeah.
But I'm gonna give if anywhere, I know I said I wasn't ranking them, but
I know you saying number
my
one.
number five side, it gotta go to Ray Vaughn, man.
Ravon, nah, that
Ray
energy.
Vaughn, his shit. If y'all ain't heard his LA
Yeah,
Leakers freestyle, man,
new
go
TV
listen to his
signing.
shit. His one of the most recent ones, probably what, like 2, 3 weeks ago or some shit. His shit went
Nah, you
crazy.
felt it. You
The
felt it.
punchlines, the delivery,
Yeah, you
his
felt
shit
that
went
joint.
nuts. That shit made me go like his
You felt it.
when if it's not somebody that I know, even if it is somebody that I know, if you could come out at any given moment and spit some shit and make me go listen to your catalog, you already winning.
No, for sure. Right, Rayvon, it's the energy. His delivery just impeccable, bro. Man, if I had to say a couple, you meant man, I thought you was gonna say my boy Los, but Los is an
Oh, King
alien.
Lowski in there too,
He an
but
alien.
man,
Los, he probably the greatest just freestyler. Man, he just go and rip stuff. Man, speaking Daylight was in mine too. I remember after him and Daylight battled, somebody just they said something. And I ain't gonna say it's true because I rock with both of them. I ain't gonna pick between Delos and Daylight, but they was what they say. They was like King Los used different words. Daylight used words differently. And I'm
yeah.
like, Los, because his freestyle was demonic. I rock with Vic Mensa. He just did a freestyle, man.
Oh yeah, Vic
Vic don't get
Mensa.
enough shine for his ability to rap sometimes. Vic went up there, he ripped it for like 10 minutes. straight. And hearing him
Hmm.
rap, you could tell he really study hip hop. Like he a hip hop historian. Like he really be in his bag. And man, Vic Mensa. Who else I rock with heavy? Royce probably my favorite one. Um, man, you said a lot of them I rocked with heavy. Vic
Yeah,
Mensa
it
was
was
probably
I
one one.
mean,
Los done been up there two, three times. Um, man, am I missing one that I really love? I'm trying to
that's what
think.
I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to make
Out,
sure I ain't
man,
miss nobody.
yeah. Outside of that's probably yeah. You probably said a lot that I rock with on LA Leakers. Man, if we talking about freestyles in general, Black Thought on Funk Flex was
Bruh. I was gonna touch base on Black Thought because his we was talking about Common. This stemmed from Common. On his album, on Common new album, Black Thought tore that shit up, bruh.
man.
That's the best verse on the album,
Black
bar
Thought,
none. And
Black
then
Thought,
the thing
Napalm.
about Black Thought, he been in the game for so long that when he when he drop a like he ain't dropping nothing really on his own, but when he get on a feature, he
Napalm.
killing. It don't matter who it is, he killing them niggas, bro. He like he like Andre 3000 and
Yeah.
fucking and Royce. These are my aliens. Like Andre 3000, he get on a no matter who it is, what's the fucking context of the song, like this man is gonna kill that shit. And
That's
then he gonna kill it. He gonna kill it like he hungry. Like he
yeah,
hungry for like he need to get signed somewhere, bro. Like
bro.
he
That's my
need
one
this
and
shit.
two. Black Thought and Three Stacks, my one and two. Probably one A and one B for me all the time. But man,
Them niggas come on. It don't matter what they doing, man. Freestyle, uh, just writing a verse for somebody, no, a little feature. No matter
man,
what they do, they and then for them to have so much longevity in the game, it's like you still doing this shit like it's your first day.
they wake up on alien. They never not in alien mode. They ain't even aliens no more. Them niggas gods. They
Like I commend anybody that puts Black Thought on a track
no.
because you already know you getting killed. Like it ain't no, and it's only elevating your song, no matter what it is. It's
Yeah.
elevating your song, but
But
you gotta be like, man, it don't even matter what I like.
no, for sure.
I'm gonna still go bar for bar. I'm still gonna try to reach his level, but it ain't nothing I can put on a piece of paper that's gonna match fucking that's gonna kill Black Thought.
Race was talking about that I think on live one day or something. You don't know the pressure of working with Black Thought, knowing anytime you get an email from him and open that file, that could be your career. Like he finna napalm you. That's pressure.
Hmm.
Like man, Black Thought, he definitely different. Man, that Funk Flex freestyle was cause when I
Like
say one A and one B him in three stacks, it's no flaws in them. Like they
no,
perfected
none.
everything from breath control, top tier
That's why I was
lyricists,
him
songwriting.
being. That's why I'm saying him being in the game for so long. His breath control on this new verse on Time and shit. Man, I'm like this nigga don't even sound like
Fully
he of
fifty.
age, bro.
Yeah.
Like he sound like he young, ready to go, ready to spit. That's why I be saying like you gotta write your verse first and just send it to him, man. It's
Oh
because
yeah.
if you get his verse first,
That
you're gonna spend too much time
yeah.
overthinking your verse.
You gotta put your best foot forward and send him. At the very least, you're gonna make a great song and he just gonna elevate it. Write your verse first, you just gonna sit there. Getting his verse first, you just gonna sit there and I almost feel like there's no way possible I could top this and the song might never come out if you get his first.
Yep.
But man, that's Black Thought is, yeah, man. He different. All them different, but man, it's a for me it's an alien list. Then it's a god list. It's not a lot of people that it's not a lot of aliens, but it's even less gods. And Black Thought and Three Stacks, those the gods to me. Man.
Yeah. Gosh.
Oh man, where we gonna go with this hot takes, man? Where we going? Common album?
Yeah, Common. We can talk about Common now. Common. This
Beautiful
whole
Revelation
conversation
too?
stemmed from him.
Yeah,
That shit. That shit was is short, concise, straight to the point. You know, he got on his activist bag. Um,
yeah, man.
it was it was a good display of what he could do. No matter if that's not the content you want to hear, I say go check it out just because, you know, the display like him him coming through and still he give you something and go, man. Like he, you know, he got so much going on right now
For sure.
between, you know, he got his acting career, his activism shit. Um, again, he got a like he been with what's called Tiffany Haddish for not that long, you know.
Yeah.
So his relationship still kindling, you know, in the first couple stages. He don't gotta even give you this shit, bro. But he his love for music, he gonna come through. He gonna let you know I'm still here. I can still do
Yeah.
this whenever I feel like it. And then he gonna go. And my biggest, you know, plus for this album is live instrumentation.
Yeah.
Like he he bringing the artistry back to music. It ain't taking samples and
It's real
you know like
Afrocentric.
granted some of the best songs got you know is coming from samples because those are great songs as well. You sample from the greats and shit like that, but this is this is live instrumentation putting you know these people on you putting them on the map. Not only that, you you showing real artistry, and I just hope you know people follow suit. Bring
For
back
sure.
some real live instrumentation. It ain't gonna do nothing but elevate your music.
For sure.
Like granted, people like Kid Boy, Boy Wonder, Murder on the Beat, all you know, just all of these people. Who else? Rock Marciano, all of them. Even though they killing shit right now, they on a tear. But them making samples and shit like that, like Kanye and all it, what they do is great, and I'm not knocking them at all because you know I love that shit. But this is something. It's something different.
No, I
It's
feel
something
you.
different. It's the sound that you get from this is something different.
Man, what I love about this is I feel like he getting back to I feel like he really from that LA Leakers freestyle, even having he had Black Thought a lot, but having Black Thought, he wanted to show people I'm still an elite rapper. You know, ever
Right.
since like 2000 when he dropped Six Sense, he been real he been real just on a mission of pushing black empowerment and really being like an activist. And here I feel like he really balanced between the two, showing like I'm an elite rapper, but like yo, I'm standing for something. I'm standing for my people. And Common, he's standing for everybody. You know, he it's real Afrocentric beats, a lot of
Yeah.
live instrumentation, but he got a lot of lines, black plight, showing love to women though, which is important because, like you were saying earlier, and Rhapsodies and Cyrox and Lil Sam's and these spitters, they they get overlooked. You feel me? Ain't nobody really trying to hear the women MCs who really spin, and comment put on for them. Whether you like her or not, comment shout out, Kamala Harris, the first, black vice president, and what he say on which track was it? Majesty, where we gonna take it, featuring on PJ, talking about black woman, telling them, I'm gonna treat you the way God created you to be. Just
Yeah,
again showing love to black women. That make me think back to Rhapsody Eve album, with a dope album. Every track named by a powerful black woman in history. If you ain't heard it, check it out. It make me think back to that album and song. She talking about the plight of black women and black people, and it made me think back to let me go to the track I'm thinking about. It's at the very end. It sample it samples it sampled Pac, and it was a real powerful poem at the end. But she basically say, you know, the poem basically was like a Feeny. The poem basically talking about you know, how much more we gotta love you, from the perspective of a black woman talking to the black man, like how much more do we gotta love you? You feel me?
mm,
Yeah, you see it all the time, protesting stuff. Black women, standing in front of between a black man and a police who got a gun, pointed down her face. And black women been around with us throughout history. That line make me think back to that. Like, what more do I got to do for y'all to love me the same way that I love you? And Common, he always been like that. He always been very vocal and supportive of black women. And I just appreciate that, man, because it's not enough people who do that, who appreciate them, who show them love. And if you making an album about, the black plight, the what black people go through, you gotta get a whole scope of it. You gotta show love to, the LGBT community of black people. You gotta show love to the black women. And man, Common, his whole career he been riding with Queen Latifah. He did a movie with Queen Latifah. Tiffany Haddish, that's his girl. Support her heavy. He showed love to, he shouted out Lauren Hill, and the shout out to Lauren. It's a steep hill to climb, a line, something like that. Just showing love to, he been showing love to the women in hip hop, black women in hip hop, his whole career, man. And
yeah.
I appreciate that, man. Comment doing what he supposed to do. He using his platform to show love to everybody, man. And I appreciate that, man. Comment, it's knowing what you're capable of and knowing your platform and using it to the best of your ability. And I salute Comment for that,
Like
man.
Grant, yeah, he can come out and spit some lyrical miracle, come, try to make a comeback type shit. But he's standing for something, and this ain't even the first time he did it. This is his
True.
second. This is part two of that, of this series. So like, he stand on his own 2 feet, and he gonna bring you something special. But
True.
and it's gonna be true to him and what he stand for. But that when we move joint with Black Thought, man,
Well, he always been like that. Even with Glory off of what was that, the Selma joint, that Glory with John Legend, man.
yeah,
It's about, like you said, man. It's so easy to it's the same on both sides. It's real easy to get on that miracle lyrical, and no disrespect, but when it come to dudes like love
we
him,
know you can
one of the
rap. We know
greatest.
you can
Yeah,
rap fast. We know you could put words together and rhyme scheme.
but
You can
say
rhyme.
something with it, bro. And that's
Yeah,
what
you
I,
can rhyme fucking for 64 bars all rhyming
bro.
together. But you gotta like when you that's the thing we held him, even though it was different. It was oh, that's that white people shit. Fucking we like when he was rapping about drugs, about how you making diss tracks to your moms and you talk about killing yourself and doing harm and just him rapping about, even his song Stand, it's in the mindset of a fan writing to him and,
Yeah,
killing his wife and kids, different shit. It's that we like that's that white people shit. That's something crazy. But it was something different. Like
yeah.
nowadays, M just give you,
Rapping a rap.
all right, I'm gonna rhyme scheme you to death, and I'm gonna say a bunch of words really fast.
Facts.
And it's like, no, put some meaning behind that shit, and you're gonna be
Exactly.
hurt even more.
And that's why I big up the people I do a Common, Jizza, Lupe. I want to even embrace some when he embraced going Black Thought, Three Stacks. You see Three Stacks that first on Life of the
Um,
Party.
yeah,
You flexing top tier lyricism, top tier skill. That's why I was bigging up Drogus Wave. Like they flexing skill, but man, I got a message behind it too. And I get everybody, I don't want to hear Drake be conscious. I don't want to hear, but at the same time, you don't gotta dive all the way in like Common do. You don't gotta delve all the way in like Lupe do, but you do you can have a message in your music with your platform. It don't got to be every track. You don't got to be super lyrical, but man, be introspective in the world we live in. And that's why I commend Common because he doing that. He doing that, man. He flexing the skill too. It could be as simple as you could boom, 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 bar somebody out and your punchline be, just a message. And that's what rap is. Really, a lot of times you send rhyme scheme and then you send somebody up for that punchline, and that punchline that's gonna be what stick with them, man. And I wish I wish he would just I wish more people would take a page from Comic Book and just bro do that, man. It's it's not.
yeah. On the same note as Common though, I felt like I was in early 2000 this week with music. We
No, for
had
sure.
Twista drop, Paul Wall drop.
Yeah.
What's going on? Yeah, so it was, and Twista, he still got it.
No, he still got that
He
chopper flow.
still, that's another Chicago artist. He finna be 48.
He still got
Twista
that
finna be
chopper flow.
48 years old, and he's still rapping that shit, man. We talking about rapping fast, but still delivering a message and shit like that, telling the story within his songs. And
Yeah,
Twista
he still got it.
breath control crazy for somebody that's about to be
Still got
48.
it. Man,
On the cover of his album, looked like he lost some weight, man. He getting healthy, and he still could
still got it.
that shit up.
Man. And I think this what this week, really since the locks, that locks versus maybe. Showing you could it's showing how to age gracefully in the industry. When you age in okay, the Drakes and stuff, they got the mainstream spotlight now, but you still got a core fan base and you still got something that can be heard if given the right platform. Locks and them got on stage and they showed master your craft from how you spit, your stage presence, you know, the
I'm like I don't take away from nothing, Styles P, I ain't nothing they did, but Jada Kiss,
now for sure.
he he put that shit on display, aging gracefully.
Yeah.
still entertaining, still got breath control, still can do it, man.
But I'm gonna
I'm
tell you
here.
this: how it's how they did it as a unit. How they and they was talking about it in they interview, I think, with the Breakfast Club. They said, did he train them? If Styles rapping, I mean, if Jada rapping, then Kit Styles, you need to be over there. Sheik, you need to be over there. The man, the net side, you get that side attention and let Jada rock out right here. And you saw the same thing when Styles P was rapping his verse and him and Cam doing a little playful banner trying to snatch his shoe,
Yeah.
find everybody. They start rapping his verse for him.
Mm-hmm.
It's stuff like that, like just they a master, they crowd. You seen Tyler how he said like watching that, you can tell they care. You can tell they care, like
Yeah.
they care about their craft. Common, he cares about his craft. Twista, he cares. They doing this in an elite level and they telling you what, not what you want to hear, they telling you what needs to be said, what needs to be heard. You feel
Right.
me? Ghost, what we was just talking about Ghost, he had this long career because he did it the right way. He cared. He don't force nothing. He still care about the art, man. And you gotta people like that, you just gotta commend them, man. They still doing it the right way, bro. And
Yeah.
it's good
Even
to
though
see.
mainstream rap and all this unorthodox shit, artists like Trippie Red and Playboy Cardi, different, and I'm not putting all of them in the same boat, but like a bunch of them, even though that's like coming to the forefront, music, it taking this, it's all that filler, man. Like I said before, it's filler, but it's still people out here that love this shit. Tyler, one of the people,
Yeah.
he loved this shit, man. It don't
Feel me?
like Tyler used to be one of those people that like I still rocked with him heavy during our future
Yeah.
days, but this was just him being a kid. But now he love this shit, man.
Oh,
He take this shit serious. Anytime you see Tyler on stage, a performance, even with his albums, you see him in the studio. He plant that that track that released Maxo.
yeah, man, that was amazing.
Before that track release, Maxo had showed they DMs or whatever, they messages. Tyler, he
Tyler a
you got the
troll,
beat from me,
man.
yeah. He when we gonna meet up like this day at this time, and Tyler, can I wear a dress? He showing pictures of the dress and calling him
Bro.
Maxie and Maxo like, hey man, my name Maxo, not Maxie. He, playing around and stuff. But then I'm like, okay, I know Tyler take this serious. I thought Tyler was just giving him a beat, you know. And I was like, all right, maybe I'll one day
Yeah.
I'll go look at it and be like, all right, Tyler produced this. Tyler's going, he get credit on this. Yeah, but like one maybe 2 days later, the that shit came out. The music video, all that shit came out
That's the
right
thing.
away.
He
And
played, but when it's time to work, he worked.
Tyler smoked that joint, bro. He smoked it. Even though he the playful dude, he can play.
When it's
Show in the
time to
text
work,
messages, can I
work.
wear a dress? Blah 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 stuff. We going on a date, playing around. But then he can't. He got in the booth. He probably still was playing around and shit. But Maxo probably was like, this nigga did a whole 180, bro. Got in the booth and laid that shit
Bro,
effortlessly.
you see when Three Stacks released that statement, what he said, man, I'm here to make music. He
Yeah.
basically said, he said it real nice. I don't appreciate y'all getting me involved in y'all BS. I'm
And
here to
and
make music
Tyler
and it's
came
all
out too. I do like that Tyler came out too and said like it was just a tweet. He wasn't really touching on it, the subject matter or whatever. But he was saying that wasn't even the real
Yeah,
verse. That wasn't the real verse. Kanye just, I'm sure what Kanye did, he probably laid laid that on there because, oh, let me see how this sound on this. Maybe I want the beat for myself, and for Drake this or something. That was a rough. It had to be a rough because, oh, he probably laid that shit on three, four, five songs that already came out, but we didn't hear the rough of it. The snippet of him. That was an inside thing that Drake got his hands on and released. But Tyler said the actual verse that was supposed to be on there, like the actual Life of the Party verse, was he said that shit was beautiful.
yeah,
Between Ye and Andre, who knows if we ever actually get that song? But
man.
I can only if it's when it comes to Ye. That's why I always say like when it comes to his mom's,
Yeah,
like hey the song Hey Mama, that should be bringing tears to my eyes, low key. When I listen to that song, go back and listen to it because I'm like, man, this is how I feel about my moms, bro. Like and shit like that. And he lost his moms and shit. And then the song, the verse that Andre put, bro, I found myself. I'm listening to it at work too. Found myself tearing up and shit because I'm just thinking like, man,
oh for
if I
sure.
ever lost my OG, bro, this is this is this is exactly how I would feel. And the way he did it, man, something crazy, bro. Something
Man,
crazy.
oh for sure. I mean, speaking of newer artists, how you feel about Baby Keem? That
It
the Melodic Blue.
the this is when I heard this. It's good music on here. It's a lot of playing around too, and I don't fault them or nothing. Like get your name out there,
Yeah,
do what you got to do, And Baby Keem, that's what he do. It's true to him. But this is opening up the it's opening up the doors for what Kendrick got next. He
for
started his
sure.
own shit. Baby Keem's supposed to be a part of it. So this opening up the door for whatever they got next is is gonna be in this vein. It's gonna be, they next up. Kendrick playing around because it's like, all right, this ain't my shit.
Yeah,
This is supposed to put him on display, Baby King. This is supposed to, you know, bring him forward for whatever we got next. Y'all gonna feel it. So I'm gonna play around. I'm gonna do my little shit. But know when Kendrick should drop, if he drop this year, whenever he drop, that shit ain't gonna be it ain't gonna be playing around. It ain't gonna be playtime. This is just, let me jump on here and let me put my name over here about his name so y'all know who he got in his corner. Put him on, the same way Griselda be doing. I'm gonna put my name next to you. I'm gonna give you a verse. I'm gonna, do some. This is this is us.
for sure.
And then I'm gonna put you on. You gonna eat. Everybody gonna know your name.
Yeah, man, I rock with the album. I mean, King, I'm not again King, one of the artists. I'm not going to here inspecting supreme lyricism. Um,
Yeah,
he did what he had to do. He kind of in the same vein as you could say maybe a Playboy Cardi. They different in their ways, but a Playboy Cardi where he give you a vibe, man. It's a good damn a vibe. The production on here great. The trade when I first heard when I went to go get all these vinyls, that's when I really listened to it in the car. Just because I went to music like this, I don't really like to listen to it. I'm just in my room cooling. I like to listen to it kind of in a move in a certain setting. when Trademark in the USA came on, that beat is crazy. The whole production crazy, man. King when King focuses and like gets in a bag and focuses, he can craft a great song. Um that issues, scars, stuff like vent, especially issues, when he get in his bag and he start talking about kind of real personal, man. He can rap and it's good. Not saying the rest of it isn't good. Like I say, man, you could be good at what you don't got to be super lyrical to be good. You could be good at what you do. Keem is very good at what he does. 21 Savage is very good at what he does. Cardi is good at what he does. Future is an amazing songwriter at what he does. They're not supreme lyricists or rappers flexing skill, but the flows and the songwriting and the vibes and the pockets that King find is is good. And you see Kendrick come in and he try to enhance King word. He not coming in and trying to be super lyrical or change the subject matter to something other than what King talk about in it. It kind of helped. I mean, a couple years back, people like on that mask off verse and stuff. People ain't really like Kendrick verse. He felt like, again, not that it was bad rapping because it's Kendrick. It was just, maybe that didn't fit the tone of this song. And I feel like coming on Keem stuff, he wanted to get in Keem word, not really take away from it. And I rock with it, man. It's a vibe. It's something that I'm gonna listen to a lot. I rock with Keem heavy. I rocked with his last couple projects, man. So stat and I rock with it, man. I'm It's definitely something I'm gonna listen to. It's a vibe. You feel me? You could tell Kendrick gearing up. He wanted to. Usually, when an artist coming out, they start doing a lot of features. Kendrick saw, instead of doing a bunch of random remixes, I'm just going to get two features to my little cousin. And you feel me? You gotta rock with that. You feel me? Giving his cousin a shine. They pushing forward with that PG Lang stuff. So you feel me? You see they promoting it heavy on here. So man, it's good, bro. I rock with the project, man. It's one of
I'm
the better.
definitely I'm definitely in tune for whatever they got next.
No, for
You
sure.
know, whatever other artists come, join up with them on their little label and shit. I'm I'm here for that.
For sure. And they setting it up to show you that whatever they got next, it's gonna be it's gonna be versatile.
Yeah,
Kendrick and Keem, they kind of night and day. I think that's what they showcasing. Kendrick gonna do what he do, Keem gonna do what he do. Whatever other artists coming to the fold, it ain't where you see on TDE. It's a lot of rappers like
so
spitters.
yeah, that's what I was gonna get at that because this already gearing up. Whatever they got going, it's already gearing up to be something completely different from what a TDE is. TDE, you got a lot in the same vein. You
Yeah,
know, they
they all
gonna
street
give you
rappers from Compton, basically.
yeah, and then even like SZA give a different feel to what they doing, but it's like it's still in that same like when you read the list of TDE and then you go back you harken on their music, it's like oh everybody in here makes sense. Everybody makes sense because they all go together. Just it's far too like perfect. Everything around TDE, involving TDE, everything is to the T and perfect. This this is what you want when you got a group effort. You want some versatility. You want some personality that
For
ain't just
sure.
all meticulous and perfect like TDE is.
No, for sure. Hmm, for sure. Um, Other albums that came out this week, JR. Um, rock with him heavy. We talked about Ransom a lot last year,
Yeah.
who I think probably the best rapper this year. He was on that joint. He got a feature on that joint that I rocked with heavy on. JR Spitter, man, street, man, a lot of wordplay, a lot of punchlines. Broken Ease was the album, man. It's I rocked with it heavy, man. What else came out this week? If
Uh,
Jazz Cartier dropped an album called The Floor Print, I rocked with heavy. Jazz Cartier, I mean, it's more of a more melodic rap. Um, he got a couple features, Cal on that joint, Buddy on that joint. I'm gonna show y'all. If you rock with that, um, you know, Cal, Buddy,
Cousin
Cousin
Steve's.
Steez,
Cousin Steve's. Didn't he drop something too? I feel like
he
I feel
might.
like he dropped something this week too.
I mean, this all the music. I'll be downloading everything. So Broken Easel right here.
I don't
Grips.
feel
He a
like
new signee to
I feel like
Shady.
he might have dropped something or he gearing up to drop something. I can't remember.
JR L's out on this joint too. If you want raps, this definitely the place to go.
Yeah, because I ain't get around to everything, but
You say your homie dropped the album, then you?
you said who?
Your homie dropped the album, then you? Paul Wall.
Well, that ain't my homie, man. That's it's a diff. I gave it a quick listen.
Man, say they ain't trouble,
Eh,
man.
eh. Paul Wall was always. It was always. I feel like more of his music back in the day was like if he had a hit, he had a hit. It was
Yeah.
commercialized. It was with other people. This he trying to, I actually went back and looked at his catalog. He dropped a lot of music um, that just people just ain't probably heard about. But that's that down south shit. I'm not.
Yeah.
I pick and choose like the down south shit. What I listen to. My favorite gotta be Big Crit.
Oh, for sure.
And
Legendary.
he ain't touching Big Crit, but right now, like
No,
so.
for sure.
I
I
mean,
mean, if y'all
Paul
know
Wall.
Yebba,
If you listen to Paul Wall in 2021, I guess. But
y'all rock with Drake album Certified Lover Boy. Yebba dropped her debut Dawn. It ain't hip hop, but it's more in a vein of art, alternative R&B type stuff.
yeah,
You rock with that. It's a
that's
decent
me on
listen.
there.
Yes, Mino, ASAP
It's
Rocky. We ain't
not
heard him in a while, so that's that. These a couple joints I found. Pretty Poison by Nessa Barrett. It's another kind of R&B alternative joint. It's a decent listen for sure. I rock with it. I listen to it on my way to get these vinyls. It's a decent listen, bro. Um, what else I had? New stuff I downloaded. Ramon, Digital Tears, EP. This joint was another vibe. Earth Gang on that joint. You know, Earth Gang was on J. Cole on that Dreamville joint last year. They hard group. I rock with heavy. Some R&B soul if you
it.
want it. Like we said, Twista drop. Um, West Side Gun. I know we said last week he was supposed to drop. He pushed it back a week because he said an artist wanted to be on there that he needed on there, so he pushed it back. Who that artist is, I don't know. I'm hoping it's Hove because Griselda been wanting that Hove feature for a while, and that's right up Hove alley. Hove did what 2 features in the last week, so I'm
Right.
hoping he do a third one for my boy Westside Gun. But so I don't want to say it's coming out this week. I don't think he really said a date, but it should be coming out this week or the next week. What else coming up? Ransom got an album coming up with Rome Streets this week, I believe. I know I said last week my boy Blue got an album coming. Um, am I
The
forgetting
seven,
anybody?
yeah, this week, Big Boy, he's
Big
dropping.
Boy for sure. Outkast, man, Big Boy don't get enough love. It's hard being in a group with a nigga who's a god mixed with like a unicorn, mixed with like an alien. People tend to overlook you, but Big Boy, one of the greatest to ever do this too, man. So we definitely gonna support Big Boy. Man, versus on the 14th, Fat Joe versus
Fat
Ja
Joe,
Rule.
Ja Rule.
Who you
I
got?
I got Fat Joe. I got Fat Joe.
Fat Joe.
You
Damn.
see, this not even a bias. I'll put it on display. My bias. I don't like Ja Rule. I don't like Ja Rule.
You
Ja Rule's
capping. I
trash to
rock
me.
with Ja.
I do not rock with Ja.
He got some
But
hits.
that ain't even the reason why. Because this is different. Versus is 20 for 20, and it's hits. It's hits. Ja got hits. I can't deny that.
For sure.
Fucking, him, J Lo, him, Ashanti, all them hits. He got a couple songs by himself that's, could ring off. But Fat Joe,
No, Fat Joe
him,
got a bag.
Terror Squad,
Big
fucking
pun. See,
Pun.
that's what people
Bro,
gonna
once he
lose it.
start digging in that bag with
No, for sure.
Pun,
I
them
got
shit's going.
Ja winning, but I've been telling people if Fat Joe won, I'm not gonna be surprised. A lot of people who don't know Fat Joe, they probably know Fat Joe is nigga. You may lean back and all the
Yeah,
way up, but if you know Fat Joe go back with pun and it's he
fucking
hip hop history.
what's that song I used to listen to? I Make It Rain.
Yeah.
Fucking him, Lil Wayne. Man,
Fat Joe,
some of them songs come on. He gonna take you back to nostalgia land,
yeah,
man.
he
Like,
basically put on DJ Khaled on the map. You feel me?
yeah,
So he got hits. That's why it's off the top. I'm saying Ja, but if Fat Joe win, I'm not surprised. Put it like this: I think Ja,
I just
his
don't think.
biggest hits gonna ring off. Fat Joe probably got a more consistent 20 though. But I think Ja after his first
Yeah, after
seven,
his I was going to say seven as well.
everybody
Like
gonna
after
know
that
those first
seven,
seven. But then I think Fat Joe, his just consistent all the way through 20. And
I
that might
think
be what give him the win.
I I think because Fat Joe, he he stayed in his own lane, all that shit. But like you got the Ja 50 Cent shit. I think that played too too much into his career to where it's like
That's
50
why
Cent got this, like a lot of people say 50 Cent get this nigga out of here.
that's why we ain't
He
getting
got him
50
out of
versus
here.
Ja. That's really the versus people want it.
But it ain't even fair though. It ain't even fair.
Man,
The
50.
of amount of just shit 50 could play.
No. 50 got
His
some
Get
nuclear
Rich or
weapons
Die.
for sure.
He could just turn on Get Rich or Die Trying, let that shit play from start to finish, and Ja ain't touching that, bro. Like him, he needed that. I feel like he needed more of that Ashanti, and shit like that. But
Mm.
on Fat Joe twins, fucking with Big Pun, fucking he just get into that bag. It's gonna be rough because
No, for sure.
it's like how how many people honestly, if you judge them based off like if you judging solely based off your own knowledge, yeah, you actual music heads might know Ja's work, but like if you judging off just popularity, like what everybody know, they don't really know what Ja could get into, what he really got into during his career. Like this is just we just know what played on the radio the most.
For sure.
Most people only know that shit. So it's like,
Man.
yeah, Ja got some songs, but
You
he
got
ain't
a
got that
favorite
many.
verses? A
My
favorite verses
favorite
so far?
verses, RZA Preem was really good. Was really
for
good.
sure.
But
I wish they could have
my
did it when they had the platform instead of
yeah,
a lot of them like the Nelly and Luda. I feel like that would have been way better if they had the platform arena now instead of
and they was still doing the in home shit.
yeah. Then they was playing unreleased records. It wasn't really that
Yeah.
foundation that they had.
My favorite bot far none, Beanie Manning and
Oh, that
fucking
was hard. That probably the
Beanie
best one.
Man and fuck man and Bounty Killer man. That shit was
Nah, that was
that shit was
hard.
lit. That shit was
That was the
lit.
best one for sure. Snoop and
That was like
DMX,
the
I
first
rock with
one
heavy.
too. They brought that shit together. It was during
Yeah.
COVID. They didn't care. They came together
No, for
and
sure.
they was turning up so hard. They said the police came, told them, "Hey man, look, you want to be that guy? You want to be?" He told them, "You want to be that guy? Be in front of 500,000 people or whatever. You want to be that guy?"
And if you know the beef between those two, you know how
Yeah.
big
Oh
that
yeah.
was.
They had actual beef, and to
Like
see them in the same room,
that
man.
was war. Like that wasn't
And
even beef. That was war.
like we talk about a lot of hip hop shit, reggae. That's my
Yeah,
bag. When I'm
for sure.
driving, when I'm just chilling.
For sure.
I need something in the background. I need something to calm, keep me calm at base. I'm throwing on some reggae and just
No, for sure, man.
just vibing out.
My favorite one, I probably gotta go with Dipset Locks. Just cause I'm a Cam fan. You know, y'all see come on with me. I rock with
But
Cam, I rock with
Cam,
Dipset.
Cam, I can't say that was my favorite because that could have. It was too much of a. It was a one-sided show.
Yeah, cause it was
Cam didn't care, bro.
yeah, you
Cam did
saw
not.
Cam
He
came
didn't want to
left.
be there.
But
They
you know,
said in the interview, Fat Joe said Cam was leaving. That's what took them so long to
Cam
get on
Cam
stage.
talked about it. He said he wasn't leaving. It was so many people and all that going on. It took him a while to get in the door.
Man, they said Cam was on his way out
And
the door.
then
Cam trying to save face because he got that check.
bro, but you know, Cam,
Swiss,
the thing
Swiss
that
and
got to
Timberland
me,
even asked him though. They would ask him online. Hey, how come you ain't posted about the verses yet? He said that check ain't clear yet,
yeah.
bro.
But you know,
That
Cam
nigga did
about the
not.
money. He about the money though. He about educating artists too. You know, he told people about the look. Y'all need to start re-recording y'all music and releasing it so y'all can get y'all masters back. That battle could have been way better. Like they said, Dipset DJ was trash.
Yeah,
They should have played the beats like Locks did and let them rap over it. Just because it sounds so distorted when you rapping over your own vocals. Then I mean, we know Dipset they done had they beef over the years, and I was just happy to really see them on stage again. They doing that tour together. But y'all know I rock with Cam and Dipset heavy. It could have been a much better battle under the right conditions though.
yeah.
That all the conditions made it seem worse than it really would have been. But man, what's your dream? If you could have one versus to happen, or what did it be? Like your dream versus,
Um,
man.
man, I don't even know. Like they keep on saying Drake and Ye, but I don't
They was
even
talking
like that.
about it today. They said
I don't,
Ye was down. Drake was like,
yeah, I've
no.
seen that, but I don't even like that really though, because it's like, man, I don't think Drake. I don't think Drake. Drake. Don't get me wrong. I know I don't rock on him that heavy, but like he got plenty to pull from. But I don't think his best 20
Yeah, I
is
tell people
touching.
if you was battling Drake to 50 or 100, nobody is beating Drake.
Yeah, you know
He
you,
washing you. But
but
you got to pull that 20.
that
It's three
elite.
people
It's got
I
to be
say
elite
he
20.
won't beat. He can't beat Hove, he can't beat Wayne, and he can't beat Ye going to 20. Just because one, I'm gonna tell you the reasons. One, I love 40. I love 40. I
The
think he's a
production.
great producer, but Ye is just, you feel me? Drake
He
got
on the
them it's like God's plan. That's one of the biggest records technically ever. It's a diamond record. But you play God's plan and Ye, if you play God's plan and Ye play Jesus Walks, you get blowed out of the water. Just because
Just
it's a different
even
type of record.
I know we talk about sales a lot, but like
It ring off different, man.
is graduation so like nine something when
Yeah,
it wasn't even in the streaming era, bro. People we had to go to the store
no,
and
for
go
sure.
buy the CD.
People prisoners of
Drake
the moment.
Drake is a in the moment person. If like yeah, some of his earlier work was in that was in that same vein, but Scorpion come out,
Oh, sure.
Views come out, what is Certified Lover Boy come out, any of that shit come out, even some of his best work, if you're reading this is too late or
Yeah. And
nothing was the
again,
same.
y'all
Nothing
see the
was the same.
y'all know I love Drake. You see the
If
tattoo, but it's
if
just
that come out, if any of that come out, it's
no for
not
sure.
going damn near bro. He ain't selling 900
Yeah.
with people going to the store, bro.
No, it's more so of the you got hits and you got Drake got the most hits, but like Jay, you might like God's Plan is a huge record, but you think about God's Plan in relation to something like Dead Presidents
Yeah,
or Wayne, if Wayne play hustler music or Ye got Can't Tell Me Nothing and stuff like that, or All Falls Down. You
yeah.
looking at it as in a sense that those not hits like maybe
I
Drake
would
got, but they
never.
got classic records. Those like classic records.
Like if you're looking at the overall scheme of things, like if it has to be a lot of stuff in play for me to want it. But
Yeah.
if Ye and Jay Z did a versus, and towards the end, or something, they announced like Watch the Thrones 2 or some shit like
Yeah,
that, that'll make it worth it. But
for
like
sure.
if if all the cards played, all the cards dealt was, fell in line like that, they over there performing, they perform and Watch the Throne together, shit like that. It'll make it more interesting because right now it's just a celebration. It ain't even verses
Oh,
no
for
more.
sure. I love to
The
see
only time that it was like real verses, it was like the Locks and Dipset. Like
yeah,
it was one sided. That wasn't really like a celebration thing.
yeah.
And but they not hitting that competitive level no more.
No, for sure.
Whereas like
I was watching Math Hoffa podcast and they was talking about commenting Talib Kweli. That'll be a
uh,
versus that'll be decent.
yeah, that'd be a good one
Um,
too.
I'd love to see NWA versus Wu Tang. I think that'd be a decent East Coast versus West Coast versus
Yeah,
Dre. A lot of Dre production versus a lot of RZA production would be decent to me. I know NWA probably got the bigger name, but Wu Tang got so many records and they got so many niggas who had so many records on these solo joints. I think
right.
it'll turn into a good versus, man. Maybe Pharrell and Ye in a beat production in a production versus would be decent.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, man. That's um. I want to see Outkast. I love to see Outkast in a versus. I don't think Three Stacks would do it. I don't even know who they'll go with, but I love to see that.
yeah. If they, I don't. You gotta find somebody that could. I mean,
Every,
if you do Outcast, do you do a whole group? Because, or
see
do you
everybody I
try to
think
find a
about
duo?
everybody I think about for Outkast, they can really like you could say Trap because Trap got records. They just Outkast is way more known by the masses than Trap, and
Yeah,
I don't think they appreciate Trap in a way that Trap should be
yeah. Tribe is like
appreciated.
those are the kings of the underground shit, bro.
Maybe like something like a Trap versus De La Soul. That might be a decent one. Yeah, I can't. It's hard to think of somebody for Outkast, man. It's hard because they got the records, the huge
Yeah,
records, the hits, but they also got the artistry to match it. And yeah, that's gonna be a hard battle for anybody. Maybe if P was still alive, maybe Outkast versus Mob Deep would have been decent.
yeah.
But it's like you got some real street grimy stuff versus more it would have been a decent versus to me. Um yeah, man, those about the only ones I could think of off the top that I really want to see. Um man, we've been doing this for a minute. Artist recommendations for the week.
Um, Artist recommendation for the week. Let's see. You can go say yours first. Let me see who I got. Who I got.
My artist recommendation for the week. What do I want to send y'all this week? Last week, who did I say? I think last week I said Ka. Um,
Yeah.
Ka real lyrical. He real underground. This week, we touched on the little women MCs a little bit. So I'm gonna say go listen to Cyrock. Matter of fact, just cause I got her vinyl on the way. Sharecropper's Daughter, real dope project from last year, amazing. She right neck and neck with Rhapsody for the title of probably the best women MC right now. She's probably, if I had to rank my women MCs in order, she'd probably be in my top five along with Lauren Hill, Jean Grey, Rhapsody, Cyrock, and maybe I'll throw like No Name and maybe Lady Luck in there. But yeah, Cyrock real dope. She A lot of her production is over Ninth Wonder. You know, Ninth one of the greatest producers all time. She amazing though. Definitely go Cyrock and Sharecropper's Daughter, SA-ROC. Cyrock for sure. Show some love to the women this week for me.
Let's see. And you went. I'm gonna go with a woman artist too, and I'm gonna go with Shay Noir.
Shay Noah. We
Shay
talked about her
Noir.
a little last week.
We bring her name up a little bit, every now and then when we talking about underground kings and ransom and Griselda and shit. Go listen to her shit. Shane Noir is a spitter, bro. Like, and she talking that shit. This ain't no poppy. This that drug dealer. This that fucking gangster shit. She She's next up, bro.
No, for
She
sure.
keep going the way she going. She's next up, as God intended. That shit. That's
She in album mode too. And I know
yeah,
she lost her little brother this year. So I know it's gonna be some stuff on that new album that's gonna
yeah.
touch you.
If I didn't go with her though, Pharoah Monch was gonna be mine for this week because
Man, he stole.
I'm
I was gonna
still
say him one of these weeks.
I'm still listening to not to take away from Shay Noir right now, and I know it's her time, you
Yeah.
know, because I'm putting her music right now, but Cheryl Month, bro, this album is
Talking
crazy.
about
That I'm
that
still
13 joint.
yeah, the 13,
Was that a beautiful day, extraordinary day for an exorcism or something?
yeah, it's that shit is a magnificent day for an exorcism. It's different, bro. It's not we talk about real like we talk about that rap. But this is rap on the display,
Mm,
but it's got a different sound to it.
true. He one of them alien god level lyricists too.
It's
He in my top 10.
man, this shit is
Bro, that
it's
Scarecrow joint was
some
hard.
yeah, it's something to go listen to.
I got a
But
list. I got a list I usually do every year where I do like the top 100 songs. He got about 5 from that album on that joint. I'll probably release it. I don't know, probably at the end of the year, sometime in
right,
May.
and this album came out this year, so and it's still one of my contenders for
Yeah, top of the year,
the top album of the year. Go
man.
listen to that. Go listen to Chez Noir. Yeah,
Man, I guess next week we gotta get him our top 10 albums of the year. Then
yeah. We could
yeah,
give them top next week. Top 10 albums of the year.
yeah. I'm gonna rank.
So far,
I'm gonna rank them too, 1 through 10. I ain't just gonna give you 10. I'm gonna try to rank them 1 through 10. Man,
yeah, I can
Pharaoh
definitely.
Monch, he been doing it for a minute. You see, when I was naming women MCs, I named Lady Luck. I probably listen
Yeah,
to that Simon Says remix every day. Um, Pharaoh, he one of those. He one of them though, for
yeah,
sure.
y'all go listen to that. Y'all go check out Chez Noir. Yeah,
Yeah,
her music. We gonna try to start making whoever we put. We gonna start trying to put some of these music in the descriptions.
for sure,
You
man.
know, put a
I'm a,
link,
yeah, link
just at
the
least a
people we
link to they.
recommend. The people we recommended, add a link to they probably what we think their best album is in the description this week, for sure.
And y'all go listen to that. Check
Sure.
them out. Show them some love, and hopefully, I know this is a playlist era, so even if you snatch one or two songs from off out of their catalog and throw it on to you know, I always say when I listen to whoever it is, man, whether it be fucking Jay-Z or fucking like I said this week, Paul Wall, man. I listened to a couple songs off might not be my cup of tea, but
For sure.
I listen to a lot of this shit with open ears.
No, man, I tell
I
people,
try not to turn nothing off. Like unless I'm really just it's
yeah,
just not in like I'll come back to it.
that's how I
But
am.
if it's really like not ringing off for me, I'll turn it off. But I try not to turn off no
I try to
music.
get everything at least one full listen.
Yeah, one full listen.
And
Because
most
like I
time it's at
said,
least one track that you gonna rock
yeah,
with.
you could find at least one song out of, you know, however many songs. And even if I throw that in my everyday rotation or something, or put it in a playlist and then come back to it, then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go listen to some more of this shit or something. So I always give anything I listen to at least one full listen. That way I could find something good to say about, any album.
For sure.
But go listen to them. Everybody we named.
If you didn't watch the Wu Tang first 3 episodes from season 2 yet,
Go watch Wu
watch
Tang.
them. If you didn't watch the first season, go watch that, man. That's an amazing show about the greatest group in hip hop, man, that breeded some of the greatest individual careers in hip hop, man. Go check that out for sure. You gotta know who Wu Tang is, man. You gotta know about this album if you love music, if you a hip hop head, bro. Enter the Wu Tang, 36
36
Chambers.
Chambers.
Bring the ruckus, man. You see, and if you seen the trailer, you see they working on, they was shooting a video for Protected Neck, man. And that's what all of them on that joint, man.
Yep.
You gotta know. You gotta know about the Wu Tang, man. So that's about all we got for y'all this week, man. As
Yeah, that's a
always, you feel me? Give us feedback,
stay tuned.
support, love.
Um,
Matter of fact,
Everything goes as planned.
yeah.
We're gonna keep dropping Tuesday coming up
Give us feedback
every
about what y'all
Tuesday.
want in the
Yeah,
description too. If y'all want, I got so many lists already saved on my notes. My top albums of the year. I done already. I probably got like my top 100 MCs, bro. This what I do. I
right.
probably got my greatest albums all time. Let us know what kind of lists or what y'all like. The first
Any
episode we
type of
did,
content, man.
yeah, we
Whatever
did that
y'all
one. tier list.
Y'all want to hear,
If
man.
y'all want us to rank more albums in like a tier list format, we'll do that. Just let us know what's up.
Feedback, man. We getting started. We episode 4 already, man. Like this shit flying to me, at least to me it is,
For
man. Like,
sure.
and we gonna keep this ball rolling. So feedback, let us know, and we gonna do this every week, man.
For sure. It's all love, man. As always, thank you for the support. We'll see y'all next week.
Thank y'all.